You must not have heard about the Dutton family and their small ranch outside of Yellowstone National Park if you're not currently addicted to the show on Sunday nights. Today, we're delving into some of the biggest, spiciest production-related secrets from this unexpected blockbuster TV show. From the show's abandoned ambitions to how you might enjoy your own fantasy vacation in a Yellowstone-themed ranch, so stay tuned to find out more. Firstly, who is Taylor Sheridan? You are correct if you said the actor who played David Hale on Sons of Anarchy. This Texan had been considering the idea of a rancher family in shambles and is perfectly at home in a saddle. Sheridan has a history of producing great screenplays. He wrote screenplays for Wind River, Hell or High Water, and Sicario. After receiving many nominations for awards, he focused on the American West as the subject of his upcoming major undertaking. Coming up, HBO missed out by rejecting Yellowstone. Before learning that HBO didn't want to produce the show, Taylor Sheridan first wrote 2 screenplays for it. When Paramount intervened, they took a big risk that ended up being extremely profitable. The 2-episode season 4 premiere in 2021 saw approximately 14.7 million viewers, making Yellowstone one of the most popular cable TV shows. For context, they are typical network television ratings for a Sunday afternoon football game, and the popularity of the program is just growing. Up next, Kevin Costner has been working on the show longer than you think. Before Taylor penned Yellowstone, Sheridan and Costner had already interacted. But before sending it to Kevin Costner, who was on board to play the family patriarch, he penned the pilot. The performance of Costner's role has frequently displayed a strong moral stance, which has aided Sheridan in continuing to create the series. And based on how well the program did, it looks like he'll be writing for a while. Moving on, Costner was new to TV shows. In contrast to his well-known movie performances in Dances with Wolves, JFK, or Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, Costner had few television appearances before Yellowstone, with the exception of the Hatfields and McCoys. Given that Costner's love of the West is well known and that he won an Emmy for playing Devil Hatfield, the part is a perfect choice for the accomplished actor. Let's talk more on how Beth Dutton is British. Western Spitfire is portrayed by Kelly Riley. You could believe Beth Dutton is a direct descendant of a cattle family in western Montana given her intensity, but even in terms of the nation, you'd be completely wrong. The charming Miss Riley is a native of Chessington, London, where she pursued acting on stage and in movies. Her major break came in Sherlock Holmes, where she played Mary Watson along Robert Downey Jr. For her work in Mrs. Henderson Presents, she won 3 Empire Awards. Coming up, Chief Thomas Highwater is going to have a successful career. Thomas Highwater, a character in Yellowstone, was created with Gil Birmingham in mind. Gil previously made appearances in the films Hell or High Water and Wind River, both directed by Sheridan. If you're a fan of the Twilight Saga, you probably recognize him as Chief Billy Black. Gil Birmingham is from a Comanche family and has a long resume. Prior to becoming an actor, he worked as a petrochemical engineer and also holds a BS from USC. More on how they nabbed their casting for Rip Wheeler. There was no need for an audition because Taylor Sheridan had known from the beginning that Cole Hauser would play Rip Wheeler. Harry Warner, a co-founder of Warner Bros. Studios, is Hauser's great-grandfather, making him a member of the illustrious Hollywood royal family. Hauser is a member of the School Ties acting ensemble, which also includes Ben Affleck, Chris O'Donnell, Matt Damon, and Brendan Fraser. However, his dynamic and any you may have previously encountered are significantly altered by the headgear and beard. Coming up, did you ever fancy a vacation in the Wild West? The entire ranch, including the Dutton's lodge's interior, was filmed at the Chief Joseph Ranch near Darby, Montana. This iconic location in Montana's Bitterroot Valley serves as a working ranch, a guest ranch, and the western setting for the Paramount Network original series Yellowstone at the moment. Each appointment includes a thorough set and ranch tour, but make sure you reserve early to see where the true magic happens. Following that, the show is actually filmed in Montana. A small portion of Yellowstone National Park is in Montana, the state where the program is situated, but the majority of the park is in Wyoming. filming. Utah and Montana's interior have both been used as shooting locations. About 70% of the production up to Season 4 was done in Utah, but restricted tax incentive schemes moved the entire production to Montana, Park City, Spanish Fork City, and Ogden, where a number of bar/rodeo sequences were filmed, were among the Utah locations used for filming. Up next, the cast got horseback lessons. It can be intimidating to ride a horse if you've never done it. Because of this, the cast as a whole had to practice riding horses for weeks before the show. You would be mistaken if you believe that it was as simple as kicking your heels while seated in that large saddle. Any novice rider should use safe riding skills, especially for those who must portray a familiarity with horses. For the show, many had to overcome their horse shyness. Funny enough, Beth Dutton is the best rider while having the least need to do so. More on, Yellowstone is a limited series. Similar to the Hatfields and McCoys, Yellowstone was initially intended to be a 10-episode limited series. All of the series depends on Kevin Costner agreeing to do one more season, so it's a good thing he loves the program. We can't even imagine just 10 episodes of Beth Dutton. It begs the question, though, of where the show will go beyond 4 seasons. Sheridan obviously has a strategy, but no one is saying how long the series should last. We all secretly hope it's a long time. Did you know the show is actually about the decline of the Dutton family? According to a remark by Taylor Sheridan, every season's plot thus far has been around seeing the slow demise of a family. And while Season 2 undoubtedly set the stage for it, Season 4's premiere has everyone wondering if there is even such a thing. But don't be misled by the actor's excellent performance. Everyone on the set feels like a family, and because of the camaraderie and atmosphere of filming, many of them have coped with real-world challenges. More on how each season is arranged. The directors of Yellowstone film each season like a movie to give the series a cinematic quality, much like The Sopranos. As previously mentioned, the intention was for the 10 episodes of the show to feel like a very long movie that they aired on television. Each episode contains many plot lines and a large cast of supporting actors who play roles just as important as those of the lead players. The canyons you see on the show are similar to the deep and vast world of Yellowstone. Moving on, the actors got to attend cowboy class. Many of the performers spent 4 nights on a pack trip before the production where they learned how to be cowboys. It's a special event that takes place on working farms all around America. In addition to learning how to be a cowboy, visitors frequently assist with important tasks like sustainable farming and cattle drives while also learning how to coexist peacefully with the land. Next up, Kevin Costner's salary in the first season. Kevin Costner received $500,000 for each episode for Season 1. For a pilot series about an unknown family, that is a remarkably huge sum. When viewers dropped from 2.83 million for episode 1 to 1.89 mid-seasons, Paramount was probably a little concerned because they wanted to demonstrate that the network meant business for its first big outing. It's fantastic that they did, as Yellowstone drew 14.7 million viewers for the Season 4 premiere, and catch-up streaming has been incredible. Paramount may have paid out, but it's seeing huge returns. Let's talk about the amazing on-set food. In a bizarre turn of events, Gabriel "Gator" Gilbo, a real-life chef, plays the role of Gator, the Dutton's chef. He has worked on a number of sets including Queen Sugar, American Horror Story, and The Maze Runner, and is a very good craftsmaster. Gator is a native of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where he developed his gumbo and etouffee cooking skills. He manages Cajun studio equipment out of Port Arthur and provides Yellowstone's cast and crew with meals, refreshments, and snacks. Finishing off with the Yellowstone Wikipedia. The program is so well liked that it has its own wiki fanbase where people discuss everything related to Yellowstone. With 235 carefully curated pages, you can delve right into some history and fan theories in addition to thousands of images, recaps, and videos. The fan site upholds the series' integrity and serves as the launchpad for spin-offs like 1883. You may get some true insider information by visiting the pages of your favorite characters, including their backstories and children. That's a wrap for this video, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. What did you think of these juicy secrets behind Yellowstone, and which one surprised you the most? Please let us know in the comments below. And while you're down there, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We'll see you in the next one.